Hey y'all, Dr. J here. I was reading an article about quiet firing, and this is basically the same thing as quiet quitting. Quiet quitting, the employee does the bare minimum not to get fired, and in this case, the manager does the bare minimum and then ends up firing the employee. Quiet firing means the manager does not spend any time with underperformers, does not spend any energy trying to develop them and make them better. Basically spends time with the people performing and then quietly pushes out everybody else. And the greater challenge here is what a significant waste of resources it is. And on top of that, really, on a certain level, it's hard to fault the manager when the manager hasn't been trained to have the hard conversation. Listen, the easy conversation, the good conversations are easy, right? Hey, you did a great job. Here's some recognition. That's easy. How about you're not doing a great job, you're not getting it done, and let's figure out how to get you there. That's not an easy conversation. And so we need to train our managers how to have these conversations. And that is part of an internal communication strategy. We have to be documenting these conversations. First and foremost, we have to teach the managers how to develop their employees, how to have the hard conversations, how to help the employees become re-engaged at work, how to bring in training when necessary to develop the employee and make them better, right? To bring in resources to make this resource, the employee, more productive. And so part of that communication strategy is documenting that conversation for two reasons. Number one, it shows proof that the conversations are happening and there's a record you can come back to and see what's been worked on to develop that employee. Number two, it holds the manager accountable. That's a very important piece here, right? Too often the managers get rid of the frontline employees when it's the manager who hasn't been doing their job. But they're able to hide it by focusing on the people that are getting the job done. And then the other part of this strategy to fix this issue is accountability. You need to have clearly defined metrics for every position. If you haven't quantified your work, if you have not taken the scientific management principle to your operation, then you're basically just running around hoping you get work done, hoping you reach your goals. Guess what? Hope's not a strategy. So focus on communication. Develop an internal communication. Goes up and down and back from down to up and side to side. And part of that is document these one-on-one conversations so that you can make sure your managers are doing their job as well as the employees. And then make sure you've got clearly defined metrics. Your people have to know what they're being measured by in order for them to be, know what it is success, what success looks like. All right. I wish you all the best of luck. Peace to you today.